Whoa! Oh my God, that looks amazing. Hey, Chef, how are you?
How we doing?
Good. Come on in. Slide this over. Christina's got us
Thank
covered.
you.
Look at this. How are you, Chef?
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too. Come on, put in. We'll put that right here. So, the chef and I have had a great opportunity to talk, and I've been, oh my God, these pickles and chips are driving me crazy right now. So, we've had an opportunity to talk several times, and I've been at the Village Tavern several times, being where its location is. And as I mentioned, I wanted to kind of highlight someone that has the benefit of knowing what happens in the community and being a part of this on the perimeter. The general highlighted the area that is the festival grounds, and mentioned that there are several different groups throughout the town that have kind of spread out and now become this extra part of the festival. So your location is pretty much right at the beginning or the end, depending on where you're coming from,
Yeah,
right?
right on the edge of the festival, yeah.
Right. So I want to, we're going to talk about the festival, but I can't talk about this amazing food because it's sitting in front of me, making me hungry. Tell us about the Village Tavern. Give us kind of a visual of your layout before we even talk about the food.
It's a small restaurant. It seats about 50 people right in Situate, and we have a good mix on our menu. We do a filet mignon. I do a boneless chicken. It's seared, and we have some roasted tomatoes and garlic as a topping for it. And I do seafood. It's just a good blend. But what I find with the festival is I sell a lot more app and sandwiches during the day because people are in a hurry. You know?
Right.
So I brought a turkey club that we do. It's got
club, look at
turkey breast and bacon, lettuce, tomato. It's got a cranberry mayo, and I serve it on sourdough bread.
Yeah, it's thick. You can see the bread there.
Yeah, it's a nice bread, and we sell a lot of those. It's I've been there for about 5 years between the two places that it's been, and I also find that the Reuben is our big seller too. We cook the Reuben for we take the meat and we roast it for like 6 hours in the oven, let it get nice and tender, and then when I slice it off, I put it all together so I can make the sandwich. But
So
this was on the nice rye bread too.
So we got the turkey on the sourdough, and the Reuben on
The rye bread.
the rye bread. All right.
Yeah.
And you said this was a cranberry mayo?
Yeah, cranberry mayonnaise dressing.
Absolutely amazing. And look at the, I don't know if you got to see this, but look at the slices of these turkey in there. This is not your typical turkey going into this. This looks like your Thanksgiving sandwich right here.
Yeah.
Absolutely amazing. And what'd you bring back here? What do we got
And
here?
this is a Thai dumpling. We do we make we grind our chicken and we do fresh dumpling. We make it a few times a week, and I make a big tray of them. I use fresh ginger and garlic and sesame, and I make the fresh wasabi aioli. We have a sambal sweet chili sauce. But these two, that we sell a lot of the appetizers, by making them, I steam them and then I fry them, and I think it's around like 11 or 12 bucks. It's a good appetizer.
Absolutely. Sounds amazing. It smells delicious too. So
And that is
what do we got here?
14
Because I'm pouring us a
hands.
little bit.
I know that we sell a lot of this. It's a 14 hands. It's a Cabernet Sauvignon.
So I have to tell you this, in going to the Village Tavern, is that, this is for you, Chef, is that,
Thank you,
in
sir.
going there, is that Situate is a small town, small village of Situate that's over there. And they've got some great restaurants like the Village Tavern that are comfortable, more that suburban, relaxed lifestyle. I walked in and couldn't believe they had a very nice wine list. You had a really pretty extensive wine list for your location as to where you are out there. So,
Yeah.
And this 14 Hands is a great buy. I've highlighted this in the past with talk about the Kentucky Derby when it came up. So, cheers. Thank you for joining me today.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I appreciate it.
Oh, nothing wrong with that. 14 Hands Cab is perfect. All right. So we're going to come back to at the very end, we're going to ask the chef about some of the traditional questions we ask. I'm going to prep you in your mind for this right now, but we usually ask, what are one of your favorite things to prepare in the kitchen? And then what are one of the most popular items that you see come out that people, should try if they haven't been to the restaurant before?
Sure.
So think about those two things before we get to the end. But tell us a little bit about the art festival. I mean, you've got thousands and thousands of people. The cars literally are lining both sides of the road. Every parking lot that's imaginable within a 4 or 5 block radius is completely full. So tell us a little bit about the guests that you see coming in and what you guys do during the festival, because these guests are from, you got Connecticut, Rhode Island, Massachusetts, all over the place that are joining to stop into this annual tradition.
I see that you do get that influx of people that are from out of town, which is cool. And sometimes you recognize some of those people. And I actually walk around, like sometimes if I get a minute, I'll go walk around and I see, some of the same people, same faces every year. But you do see a good influx of different people. And also, too, the regulars that come in, they're always around. And, actually, I spoke with a guy actually before I came down. He said comes here for the chowder. He's like, I come here from Warwick to get the chowder. I love
Really?
it. So it was pretty cool to hear that.
That's very nice to hear
You
that.
know?
Now, you said that your menu changes up a little bit during the festival. Talk to
We're
us
actually
about that.
switching a bit. We're gonna do, you had another light bulb go off for me.
Okay.
During the festival, we do a little special menu where we do like more sandwiches and apps.
Okay.
And I'm gonna run like a couple of like specials during that, and we do dinner at night because we find that it gets full up, and we try to turn it over.
So the daytime's a lighter style for people to kind of be
yeah, like
quick
a
around.
lighter fare, but we still have a good variety of things going on.
Now, the crowds that are up there are pretty intense. To get into the restaurant, you're not taking reservations during this weekend or anything, right?
No, we really don't take reservations at
Okay.
all. It's such a small place, and it fills up with, you know what I mean?
Yeah, they've got a nice, comfortable bar that you're going to have there, and then the table side. Now, you're serving lunch and dinner, right?
Yep.
How many days a week is it?
We're open 7 days a week.
Okay.
We open at 11 o'clock for lunch every day except for Sunday. We open at 12, and we're open until 10 o'clock on Sundays for food, and the rest of it is 11 at night for food, and then we stay open till 1 with the bar.
So you got the limited, the menu that's a little more casual during the day for the Situate Art Festival, and then at
Mhm.
night the regular dinner menu that's coming out.
Yeah.
Are you guys, you're pretty well known, and it's out there every time I see on social media and the posts, you've got a lot of entertainment that comes to the restaurant, right?
This is true.
There you go, see? So is there any special entertainment that you have going on for this weekend for the festival?
Well, I think with the festival, because it's going to be, I don't think we have anything scheduled right now, but we do have, during the week we have, we do a jazz night. On Thursdays we do music, and then on Saturdays we also have music.
So Thursdays and Saturdays is your regular
But I think we were
entertainment schedule.
thinking we were going to be bombarded with people, so we just wanted to have as much room for them to come in and be able to eat and
Gotcha.
have the little break from the festival if they want it. you
Right.
know.
So your regular schedule is Thursday and Saturday, except for the entertainment coming up, right? That's
Mhm.
the regular schedule.
Well, it's Saturday, Sunday, Monday is going to be like that special, like the menu during the day, because it's a 3-day fest.
Right, but normally, like going into further weeks after the festival, people can rely on the Thursday and Saturday schedule of your entertainment going on.
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, into the weekend too, yeah.
So,
This is an open mic on Mondays too.
There you go.
Open mic.
So this is one of those restaurants that if you're driving through Situate to go, whether you're seeing the fall foliage, whether you're going to the festival, or even when you're on your way to, Connecticut for one of the various things that's going on there, it's a restaurant that you can stop to. So it's kind of its own destination in Situate. Now, Chef, I know that, like you said, you've been there through a couple of the transitions and stuff like that. Do you have menu changes and things that are coming up that we should know about going into this fall and winter season?
Yep, we're gonna do a seasonal menu where we're working on some items. I know this weekend we're gonna run maybe one of the items from the pool that we've been looking at, but I ran a pumpkin ravioli
Wow.
with seared scallops, and we did a like a maple Parmesan cream.
Nice.
Which sounds a little different, but I
No,
use
it sounds
sage in
great.
it. It sounds it's really good. It
Yeah.
just it just like pops. There's like a nuttiness to it. It's really good.
Absolutely.
So I did that, and I was thinking maybe we might do like short ribs. I haven't fully decided, but we were just going over with me and my sous chef today.
So that's coming up in the next couple of weeks that we should
Yeah.
kind of see some of those changes?
Well, this weekend we wanted to get through the festival, and then we're gonna look to insert those new seasonal items.
Gotcha. Now, going back to the festival for just a second and talking about it, with the thousands of people and the influx of things that are going up there, this has got to be an important weekend in your calendar every year because it's
Yeah.
an influx of people. It's an economic generator, right?
Yep.
So is it very different from an average fall weekend? You're doing, the volume's got to be greater.
Yeah, you do see more of a volume, and it's on my end of it too. Is I want to bring more in, but I don't want to have too much brought in.
Right.
So
You want people to still enjoy the menu and still be a part of
yeah.
it. But from the perspective of, in talking to the general that was just here and describing the Situate Art Festival, is that you guys rely on this every year knowing that this big activity is happening and it's something that you can be a part of being
Yeah,
on the outskirts of the
absolutely.
festival, right? So that perspective keeps people employed, keeps the food service going, and it gives you another avenue of something to enjoy when you're going up to visit the festival. So, I think that that's important to remember, and that's one of the reasons that I wanted to bring the chef in to talk about it. So, Chef, it's awesome. You're in a great location. You've got a huge weekend. The weather looks good for you coming up there. You know you can grab a good glass of wine if you go in there, and he's got great appetizers and entrees to choose from. This sandwich right here looks absolutely amazing. Is there anything that you think that I'm missing that I need to make sure that we bring up the guests know about?
Well, we do have. We're not just sandwiches and appetizers.
Right.
Like we actually when we butcher our meats, we utilize I have a tenderloin tip pasta on the menu.
Okay.
I marinate them. We cook them up, and it's got linguine. It's got a little bit of veal demi-glace and a little garnish of gorgonzola on there, and we roast our own tomatoes, so it's all blended into one dish.
And I posted one of the pictures on I think on my Facebook or my Instagram was of the scallop dish that I saw that I found that you guys had served. It was unbelievable.
Yeah.
So to his point, the variety This is your comfort food. This is your enjoyable food that's put up for the appetizers. It's a big variety for a restaurant of this size and this location. So you definitely have a lot going on, and his talents obviously are on show here. So, Chef, thank you so much for coming in today.